Alright, welcome here to Maximum Speed Racing. Tonight, running Homestead here, 125 laps. This guy's been out here practicing for quite some time now. Turning some very fast laps here. About done with practice and getting ready to go to qualifying here in just a few seconds. So, stay tuned. And we'll watch everybody here as they start getting ready for qualifying here, turning some good practice laps. We'll see who comes out on the top spot here for the grid to start tonight's race. Fastest in practice was Sean Butler. So we had, like I said, we had some very fast times out here, but pretty tight up in about the top 6 or 7 drivers. Pretty tight times, all within a couple of tenths of each other. So a couple of tenths of a second. That's how tight these guys are running. All right, Kevin Schofield coming in with a 31.744. William Kirk topping that with a 735. Sean Butler laying down a 565. That's going to be a tough one to beat. All right, looked like William Kirk going to take the second spot there with a 31.735. Kevin Schofield third. Christopher Perryman fourth. Tommy Lee fifth. Jeremy Patterson in the sixth spot. Brandon Leonard seventh. Teddy Wisniewski in eighth. Timothy Lewis ninth. And Jared Akey in 10th. And don't look like anybody's going to beat that pole. So it looks like Sean Butler is going to be our pole setter. All right, so Sean Butler going to be our pole sitter here, starting on the inside. All right, well, that ain't working. On the outside of him is going to be the number 9 of William Kirk. Kevin Schofield starting third. Can't give you the rundown here. Christopher Perryman fourth, Tommy Lee fifth, Jeremy Patterson sixth. As these guys all start getting ready here to head out on the track. Sean Butler going to lead them around. They're going to get ready here in a minute to take the green flag. And we're going to be ready to rock and roll here at Homestead. All right, pace car ducks off. Sean leads them down. Green, green, green. Kevin Schofield following right in behind Sean Butler for that second position and does manage to get it. So great job. Tommy Lee now ducking to the inside. Also trying to get up here and maybe get into third spot. William Kirk falling clear back to fourth after starting in the second position. Going clear back to fourth, but not a bad place to be. Got a long race here ahead of him. Christopher Perryman in the fifth position there. Jeremy Patterson now getting a nose up under the number 2 of Brandon Leonard. But thinks otherwise. Teddy Wisniewski now sticking his nose in under Jeremy Patterson. Jeremy going up high, just stay out of his way. Those two go side by side coming out of 4. It looks like Jeremy's going to maintain that position for the time being. Timothy Lewis in the 9th position. Timothy having a good run so far. They come around to take lap number 4. Shane Halder in 10th. Jared Akey in 11th. And Ed Hewitt 12th. Kevin O'Brien 13th. Schofield, oh, we got a wreck here somewhere. Let's see where Ed Hewitt. Go back and take a look and see what happened to Ed. it just gets really loose coming off the turn right there and brings out the first caution. All right, so everybody getting gathered back up here. Let's get back up to our leader. Sean Butler brings them around and going to come down pit road. Everybody coming down pit road. And let's see what their strategies are here as they come down pit road. See if they're going to take 2 tires or 4 tires or pretty early. Tires definitely being a premium here though. It's like everybody putting right side tires on. Oh, we've got Christopher Perryman only doing a 2 tire change. Ooh. So Christopher Perryman doing a 2 tire change puts him out in front here. We've got some guys that did stay out though, kind of early for pit stops. Sean Butler going to come out of the pit road in the 8th position. Jeremy Patterson now going to be our new leader, as he has led a lap to get that valuable point. So very cool. Every point counts here. Kevin O'Brien coming down pit road, making that last minute pit stop. Let's take a look at the points real quick here as these guys are under caution. William Kirk out in the lead in the points, and 1 point behind him, Sean Butler. So very tight for them guys. Thomas Brandner in the 12th spot, Ed Hewitt in 4th, Kevin O'Brien 5th, Robert Craze 6th, Jeremy Patterson tied with him in the 6th position. Christopher Perryman 8th, Jared Akey 9th, Timothy Lewis 10th, Tommy Lee in the 11th spot. So these guys, Tommy Lee has 1 win, and Thomas Brandner has a win. Dustin Lee with a win, and Travis Townsend with a win. So we've got 4 wins there so far, and we had a few of these guys that have not showed up tonight. Travis Townsend and Dustin Lee did not show up tonight. It's going to hurt them in the points. And Thomas Brandner, I don't believe, is out there either. So 3 of the guys that have won races here, that's going to hurt them in the points big time. All right, well, getting back up here in the lead, Jeremy Patterson going to lead him around. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're going back to green flag racing this time by, folks. Timothy Lewis going to be starting in 2nd. Shane Halter 3rd. Chuck Scala 4th. Christopher Perryman 5th. Sean Butler 6th. Kevin Schofield 7th. William Kirk 8th. Brandon Leonard in the 9th. And Tommy Lee back to 10th. His car ducks off. Jeremy leads him down nice and slow. Green, green, green. Timothy Lewis hanging on in second there. Takes it down a little bit low, and that's going to allow Sean Butler to get by him on the high side. William Kirk now closes up on the back bumper. Timothy also. Timothy staying down on that low side. Not a really good, safe place to be. Oh, Brandon Leonard tapping Timothy in the left or right rear quarter panel. Now Brandon get one heck of a run, and he does. Looks like he is going to clear Timothy, and Timothy going way back into the 5th spot. Sean Butler now out in the lead as he got by Jeremy Patterson. Sean out here going to lead some more laps. Jeremy right there onto his back bumper, not giving him a minute of no break at all, just keeping the pressure right on him. So good job by Jeremy. The front four here kind of pulling away from the rest of the field a little bit. William Kirk and Brandon Leonard. Going back here, Christopher Perryman now in 5th. Kevin Schofield a little bit loose coming out of 2, but manages to save it. Timothy Lewis going up high, and Jared Akey coming underneath them. So Rush moving up in positions here, up to the 7th spot now. I know he likes this track. I talked to him before the race, and he definitely likes Homestead. I think pretty much about anything he wants to run out here, he likes his track. Hopefully he can get it there in the end. William Kirk now up into the 2nd position as he got by Jeremy Patterson, and Brandon Leonard looking on the inside of Jeremy now, and that would be for the 3rd position. Jeremy hanging on to it for now. A lot of dancing around up here. These guys back and forth, battling each other hard. Jeremy a little squirrely coming off the 2, losing a little momentum, and Brandon sticking the nose underneath Jeremy once again. Jeremy going up high and letting him go. So Brandon moving into the 3rd spot. Jeremy going back to 4th. Good battles going on all over the place up front here. William Kirk still trying to hang on to Sean Butler. Sean Butler definitely strong about anywhere they go. But again, these two here battling for the points lead. Because as I was showing you, they're in the points. Only 1 point separating those two, William Kirk and Sean Butler. Right now, Sean Butler's going to have the point lead because he's led laps. William Kirk has not led any, and Sean's ahead of him by 1 position. Kevin Schofield looking on the inside of Christopher Perryman, and that is for position. Can't quite get her done this time, though. Might be able to get him coming off the 2 here as they come down the backstretch. He's got about a half a car length on him. Now they're door to door, side by side. Jeremy Patterson trying to work over the back bumper of Brandon Leonard also. So good battle going on here in the back part of the field, well, in the middle of the field, I should say. There's some good battling going on here. Jeremy Patterson getting a nose up under Brandon Leonard going into 3. He's got a nose under. Brandon's going to have to stay a little on the high side, and that's going to open the door, and look like Kevin Schofield's going to stick his nose in that door too. The two of them trying to work over Brandon Leonard. Jeremy Patterson moving into the 3rd spot. Now Kevin Schofield trying to work over Jeremy Patterson up here for position. Jeremy just trying to hold his line. Christopher Perryman now trying to work over, or working over Brandon on the inside also. So battle's going on pretty much about all the way around this track. Tommy Lee coming on strong here in the 7th position, about 3.3 seconds behind our leader, but he picked up a lot of positions. He had fell back there after the start because he started 5th, and has caught back up a little bit. Jared Akey falling back to the 9th position, as a couple of these guys got by him, but he started 10th and he's up to 9th, so he's still on the high side of where he started from, so great job. Timothy Lewis now fall back to the 10th position. Ed Hewitt 11th. It looks like him and Kevin O'Brien having a good battle here between themselves. Back up front here, William Kirk just 0.2 of a second behind our leader, Sean Butler. William would like to get up there and lead a lap, I'm sure, to get that valuable point for leading a lap. They're coming to the line. They're going to be taking lap 23 here out of 125. So far, only 1 caution. We've had 2 lead changes, 1 caution. Now Jeremy Patterson in the 3rd spot. Like Christopher Perryman has got by Brandon Leonard, so Brandon Leonard moving in, going back to the 6th spot now. As those two continue to battle back here, though. Tommy Lee reeling them in. Tommy Lee now 3.4 seconds behind our leader, running in the 7th spot, starting to catch up to Brandon Leonard. Jeremy Patterson sticking a nose on the inside of Kevin Schofield, but thought better of it there for a minute. Just wasn't the time to get by him as he starts getting a run coming off a 2. Gonna try it one more time coming down the backstretch. Kevin pretty strong on that high side. Got a lot of race left, boys. There's only 100 laps to go right now. So a long race ahead of you. Just take it easy, save your tires. Jared Akey moving back to the 10th position as Timothy Lewis got by him. Kevin Schofield still in 3rd position. William Kirk right on the back bumper of Sean Butler wants to get up there and lead a lap so bad he can taste it. Excuse me. As you can see, William Kirk right back, right on the bumper of Sean Butler, waiting for Sean to make a mistake or whatever it's going to take to get by him and get up there and lead a lap. And again, like I said, these two battling for the points. The points before we come into the race today, Sean was behind William Kirk by 1 point. And so this is a very tight battle, and these two here are going to battle it out. And right now, Sean Butler is going to be ahead of him for leading the most, leading a lot of laps. William Kirk has not led any. William got a run on him this time, though. Coming down the backstretch. Let's see if he can do it. Going into turn 3, he does have the line and does roll past him. Looking back, Sean Butler in the second spot now is coming down the front stretch, and William Kirk going to lead a lap. That's what he wanted to do. He may just pull over and let Sean go back by. I don't know. Gonna have to kind of keep an eye on these two. One heck of a battle going on here between them two. But new leader here on lap 30. Back here in third spot, Kevin Schofield having a good run, about 1.7 seconds behind our leader. Jeremy Patterson right behind him in fourth. Christopher Perryman in fifth, now being challenged by Brandon Leonard. Brandon comes diving in on the inside of Christopher Perryman, pushing Christopher up the hill, but there's bite up there. And he manages to save it, so good job. Brandon Leonard having to fall back in right behind Christopher. But don't look now, guys, because Tommy Lee's closing in on you. And these guys, they know he's coming, so they're definitely wanting to make sure that they stay ahead of Tommy Lee, because if Tommy Lee gets ahead of them, it's going to be over for them. Whoa, boy, that was close. Almost took the front bumper right off of Tommy Lee's car. Tommy goes into the turn here at a little bit of about a half a car length ahead of Brandon Leonard coming down the backstretch. And going into turn 3, let's see how they do this. Oh, Tommy Lee got to back out and let Brandon go. All right, so good race going on between them two. And looking here, William Kirk still out in the lead, now starting to pull away a little bit from Sean Butler. The caution's out. Well, let's see here. I'm not done with it. Oh, okay, there we go. Teddy Wisniewski. All right, well, we're going to have to go back here and watch this in replay. As he comes around the bend here, and it looks like he may have been catching the apron just a little bit. And he does. He gets really loose and slides it down across the grass on the backstretch. Oh, and he hits the wall a little bit. Not a whole bunch, but enough that it's going to do some damage. All right, so he's coming down on pit road. Let's go up here and check with our leaders. Everybody coming down on pit road. I think we're going to see a lot of 4-tire changes going on here. It's like everybody taking 4 tires. I don't see any 2-tire changes this time. Ooh, man, William Kirk beating Sean Butler off the pit road. That was a close one. Ed Hewitt staying out. Going to try to get some of them, some of that valuable points. Not sure if he's going to try to stay out there and lead 1 lap or if he's going to come in this time. But William Kirk going to be starting right behind him. And it looks like Ed's going to stay out to lead a lap and get that point. Good job, Ed. All right, so far we've got Ed's led a lap, William Kirk's led 6 laps, Sean Butler led 23 laps, Jeremy Patterson's led 5. That's all of our leaders. And everybody has been on pit road at least one time, except for Ed. Ed has not pitted at all. So I don't know if he can manage to stay out ahead of these guys or not, but okay, now Ed's deciding he's going to come down pit road now. And that's going to give up the lead to William Kirk. So William Kirk will be our new leader. Oh, Ed fakes him out like he was going to come down pit road, but does not. The lights go off on the pace car and everybody going to start doubling up. We're going green flag racing next time by with Ed Hewitt on the point here of the race. William Kirk going to be starting 2nd, Sean Butler 3rd, Kevin Schofield 4th, Christopher Perryman 5th, Brandon Leonard 6th, Jeremy Patterson 7th, Tommy Lee 8th, Timothy Lewis 9th, and Jared Akey rounding out the top 10. So everybody's still out there on the lead lap. Nobody a lap down. Been a pretty decent race so far. This is the 2nd caution. 37 laps almost in the books here. Pace car ducks off. Ed brings him to the line. Green, green, green. And Ed pulls off and lets all these guys go by. Probably a good call because they would have ate him up. Sean Butler now out in the top spot. William Kirk almost going back to 3rd. Missed all that because this thing messed up on me again. Ed going clear back to the last place in the field. Wow. Went from being the leader on the restart to last place. So So these guys right back up here battling it out again. William Kirk right on the bumper here, not far behind him, of Sean Butler. Now we've got a newcomer into the mix here, Christopher Perryman. Looks like he had a heck of a run coming off of 4, almost. He's going to get a nose under William Kirk here for second spot. Does now get a nose under there if he can make it stick long enough to hold it. Going down the backstretch there. He ducks it back in behind William Kirk. Can't get enough of a run on that low line. Brandon Leonard now into the 5th spot. As these guys continue to battle up front here. Kevin Schofield looking on the inside of Christopher Perryman, and that's for position also. That would be for the 3rd position if he can clear Christopher. Oh, we got Brandon Leonard taking it clear out around, man, almost taking it 3 wide. Jeremy Patterson sitting right there wondering what the heck these guys are doing, because way down low. Everybody stays in line though, except for Jeremy, trying to get a run on Brandon. Coming up underneath Brandon, Tommy Lee gonna go right along with him. Brandon could lose a couple of positions here. All these guys battling out right here. Tommy Lee now sticking his nose up under Brandon again. Going into turn 1. Got to run this time. Brandon going to stay high and let him go. Brandon losing another position. They're coming around to take lap 44 already. Creeping up on the halfway mark here. About another 20 laps will be close to the halfway mark. William Kirk now about almost a half a second behind Sean Butler. When Sean Butler got out there in the front, and man, he's checking out this time. He ain't taking no chances. Not going to let William Kirk get up there on his bumper like he did before. But boy, do we have a battle going on behind these guys back here. Jeremy Patterson and Kevin Schofield, Tommy Lee, all these guys battling really hard. Brandon Leonard falling all the way back to the 6th position. Losing lots of positions on that. Christopher Perryman. I don't know what happened to Christopher, but Christopher has fallen all the way back to the 7th position now. He got loose or something and wound up saving it, but he's clear back to the 7th position. William Kirk starting to reel in Sean a little bit. His tires are coming in now, I think, and he's starting to feel them where they're starting to get a little more bite coming off of that. About 0.4 of a second behind Sean. And this is kind of like a deja vu from what he had previously there in the race when, just before that last caution, that he was actually reeling in the leader and did wind up passing the leader. Kevin Schofield now right on his bumper, not giving him a minute. Tommy Lee's still hanging onto the back bumper of Jeremy Patterson as they're coming around to take lap 48. Kevin Schofield in the 3rd spot. And William Kirk now just 0.3 of a second behind our leader, Sean Butler, and caution is out. Oh, looks like Shane Halder going for one heck of a ride here. We'll go back and take a look at this here. It did that again. So it doesn't matter what I do. It's still picking up TV too. It doesn't matter. I don't have my cameras on, so. But he gets loose, comes around, he hits the wall, just loose all by himself. And spins it over up onto the roof. Back onto the wheels, luckily. Wow. And it looks like he does get that thing back going, but it's going to put him a lap down. Everybody coming down on pit road now. Oh, now it does it. All right, I'll watch all these guys come down on pit road, see what their pit strategies are. Whether they're going to take 2 tires or 4 tires, or maybe no tires. Coming to a stop in their pit stalls. Right side tires going on. And Christopher Perryman away with a 2-tire change again. Right sides only. Wow. Okay, a lot of different pit strategies there. So Christopher Perryman coming off of pit road first. Jared Akey, our leader out here, has led a lap, so he's got that valuable point. Kevin O'Brien has not led a lap yet. He's in the 2nd spot. But Christopher Perryman coming off pit road first. And let's see, Kevin Schofield coming off 2nd. William Kirk 3rd. Jeremy Patterson. Oh, man, they're really getting messed up here. Some of these guys are falling back into line. So William Kirk, yeah, then Jeremy Patterson, then Tommy Lee. So that's how they're going to line up here. But we're going to see if Rush is going to pit or not. He may not. Him and Kevin O'Brien may stay out. Shane Halter now on pit road, trying to get some of that damage fixed up. Got a ton of it. Let's check in on him and see what's going on with him. Got a lot of damage on that car, and wow. Hopefully he can get that fixed up and get back out there and race. All right, so 3rd caution of the day. And we've had 6 different lead changes, so this is great to see all these lead changes. I love to see the lead changes. So let's see what Christopher Perryman can do out front there with them 2 tires. Of course, Rush and Kevin did not pit that time. Christopher having an 8-second pit stop, 8 seconds flat. So definitely, you know, he only took 2 tires, and it looks to be like the only one that did take 2 tires. And that's basically for track position, try to stay out there. But I hope, you know, he doesn't just get gobbled up by these guys, because you know, Kevin Schofield, he took 4 tires. And he's starting right on his outside. Coming to the line, going to be taking lap 53 when they get the green flag. Pace car ducks off. Rush leads them down. Green, green, green. Kevin O'Brien trying to hang on to that high side. Rush right on the low side. Christopher Perryman right behind Rush as they come out of turn 2. Kevin O'Brien staying really high. Christopher staying way low. We've got 2 very high lines here, but caution is out again. So let's go back here and take a look and see what happened. I can't find the... We'll have to see what happens here as the restart. I don't know what the caution was. Can't find it. May have been Ed Hewitt here. Let's go back and take a look at Ed. Oh yeah. Oh, Sean Butler getting into the back of Ed Hewitt. Oh man. All right, so these guys trying to salvage up, what they can out of that. Ed on pit road now, trying to get some damage fixed up. Rush still out in the lead though. Kevin O'Brien still in second. Christopher Perryman third. So caution number 3 out is Sean Butler hooks the back of Ed Hewitt and spins Ed Hewitt around. Rush now coming down on pit road, I believe. Taking a peek at it. Kevin O'Brien going to stay out maybe and try to get... Nope, he's coming down pit road too. Christopher Perryman coming down pit road. That's going to give the lead to Kevin Schofield. Kevin Schofield going to stay out and get that bonus point. We got a bunch of them coming down pit road here. Rush and Kevin O'Brien and the company here come down pit road. Christopher Perryman back on pit road. I think he was figuring out maybe that 2 tire wasn't the best thing for him. Teddy Wisniewski away. Rush away. Brandon Leonard away. Christopher Perryman away. So everybody coming out of here online. All right, Kevin Schofield out in the lead. William Kirk right behind him. And Jeremy Patterson in the 3rd spot. The way they're going to restart after this caution. Tommy Lee now into the 4th spot. Timothy Lewis 5th. Sean Butler up to the 6th spot. Ed Hewitt going to restart 7th. Teddy Wisniewski in the 8th spot as they come around. Chuck Scala now coming on pit road, getting a little service done. He is still on the lead lap. Lights are off on the pace car, and we're going green flag racing next time, folks. almost to the halfway mark. Lap 62 and a half will be the halfway mark. Pace car ducks off. Kevin brings them to the line. Green, green, green. Back to racing here at Homestead. Still got a little better than halfway of the race to go yet. Kevin Schofield now pulls out ahead here, has led some laps. William Kirk looking to the inside of him, wanting to get back out and in the lead. And it looks like he is got a good run on Kevin on the inside, but if he can hold it, Tommy Lee trying to come along with him. Kevin gets a little loose and a little squirrely coming off of turn 4, and William beats him to the line that time. Still got a little bit of a nose under him, but all right, now Williams slides it up in front of Kevin to take over that top spot officially this time. Tommy Lee right there hanging on, trying to get a run on him in the third spot. Back here in fourth, we've got Sean Butler looking to the east on the outside of Jeremy Patterson. Those two battling for position. Jeremy got a little bit of a run on the inside this time, but kind of drifts up the hill a little bit. Loses a little momentum, but coming down the backstretch side by side with Sean Butler. These two racing hard together. Tommy Lee and Kevin Schofield racing hard. Meantime, William Kirks is loving this. These guys racing so hard back here. He's going to start pulling away. Kevin Schofield still hanging on to that high side. Sean Butler back here now into the fourth position. Jeremy Patterson back in fifth. Teddy Wisniewski looking on the inside of Jeremy Patterson, and that is fourth position if he can hold it. Drifts up the hill a little bit. Thinks better of it. Ducks back down and take that back spot into sixth spot. So great job by him. Way to save it, getting wrecked. Jeremy Patterson right on the back bumper of Sean Butler as he ducks to the inside. Got a run on him going into the turn this time. Sean kind of being held up a little bit by Tommy Lee, kind of bouncing around up there. Jeremy showing he can run right with the big dogs here. Sean being one of the big dogs, you know, he's right up there in the front pretty much all the time. So really, he's proven he can run up there. That ain't no big deal to him. Sean Butler now working over the back bumper of Tommy Lee. We are halfway through this 125 lapper here at Homestead. William Kirk is leading at the halfway mark. Oh, Sean gets one heck of a run on Tommy Lee that time. Tommy goes a little high and lets him go by, so Sean Butler going to move into the third position. Jeremy Patterson still hanging on to the fifth position. Now let's go back into the field a little bit deeper here. Christopher Perryman now back in the eighth position after making that last minute pit stop with Rush and a few of the other guys, Kevin O'Brien and stuff. So Rush running in the ninth spot now. Rush's been having a pretty good day. Led 6 laps out here, so he's got some points. Timothy Lewis now in the 10th spot. Kevin O'Brien 11th. And Ed Hewitt running in the 12th spot. He's got some pretty serious steering damage there. He's kind of dog tracking around the track a little bit, but other than that, not having too bad of a day. Chuck Scala, many laps down here, struggling along, but he's running in the 13th spot. Might be able to get up there and come out of this with a good finish, though. Back up here to our leader, William Kirk. And now Kevin Schofield has reeled him in, putting the pressure to William. Sean Butler right there too. So these three battling it out really hard. Tommy Lee in 4th and Jeremy Patterson 5th. Teddy Wisniewski 6th. So all of these guys right in a row here battling hard. They know it's halfway mark, so time to start making your plans for one more pit stop, 2 tires, 4 tires. And this thing of it is the caution could change all of that. Sean diving to the inside here to get a run on Kevin Schofield to take over that 2nd position. Now Jeremy Patterson looking to the inside of Tommy Lee. Comes into turn 3 and's got a pretty good run on him. Kevin Schofield doing the old crossover maneuver on Sean Butler and had a good run and tried to get a run back past him. Trying to make it stick on this low line as these two go side by side. Coming down the backstretch side by side. Looking back from William Kirk here as those two, Sean Butler and Kevin Schofield, battle right behind him. William just loving this out here. He's led 18 laps now. Sean Butler's led 34, so definitely William is going to try to stay out front here and lead as many laps as he can. If he can lead more laps than Sean, he may maintain that point lead that he's got over Sean in the points. Only 1 point separating them coming into this race today. We'll go back here to Sean, and we'll look ahead on Sean and see what he's looking at. Well, see, that didn't help me any. Alright, there we go. As he's watching these front two battle, and he's trying to stay right in their footsteps going around here. These three really having a great run. And now they pulled away a little bit, about 0.8 of a second from Jeremy Patterson, which Jeremy Patterson now has gotten into the 4th position. Looking ahead from Jeremy Patterson's car here, those three battling it out really hard up there. And looks like Kevin Schofield is going to come out in front of William Kirk. Kevin Schofield taking over the lead. So new leader here, Kevin Schofield. He wants to get up there and lead a few laps. William Kirk in 2nd. Sean Butler now in the 3rd position. And Jeremy Patterson now starting to get into the mix with these guys. And he says, you know, I want to mix it up with you guys too. I want to get up there and lead some laps. Jeremy has not led any laps so far. Oh, I take that back. He has led 5. I apologize. I forgot about that. He stayed out there on that one caution and did lead a few laps. So these front 4 here all have led laps and got that valuable bonus point for leading a lap. William Kirk putting the pressure on Kevin Schofield. Teddy Wisniewski moves into the 6th position, getting by Brandon Leonard. Brandon Leonard falling way back to the 7th position. Christopher Perryman 8th. And back here in 9th, Rush running in the 9th position, 7.6 seconds behind the leader. Back up front here, Kevin Schofield still plugging away up in the front. William Kirk 2nd. Sean Butler riding in the 3rd spot. Sean happy that Williams not up there leading the laps, so takes that point away from him for leading the most laps. Folks, you can check us out at MaximumSpeedRacing.com/site. Also follow all of the MaxSpeedTV stuff, all of our schedule, and watch some of the latest videos. Check out everything on the MaxSpeedTV.com website. You can also check us out on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Also like to thank our sponsors here today for this race. Michelangelo Painting for sponsoring the race, Maximum Speed Racing, and MaxSpeedTV. Jeremy Patterson still hanging on to 4th spot here. 5th spot, Tommy Lee, way back, 2.4 seconds behind these guys, but still having a good run. 2.7 seconds now behind them. Got Teddy Wisniewski in tow. And clear back here to 7th spot, Brandon Leonard and Christopher Perryman. They're having a battle of their own. Christopher looks on the inside of Brandon Leonard going into turn 3. Brandon not giving him any room down on that low side, kind of pinching him down, but you got to do what you got to do to maintain that position sometimes. Back up here to these front 4. These guys really having a good time up here battling. This time by, they're going to take lap 82 when they cross the line. Still got 43 laps to go here. Now Sean looking on the inside of William Kirk coming down the front stretch, but does not have a good run on him. Still got that nose under him and does complete the pass on William Kirk. Now Jeremy Patterson trying to get a nose up under William. Can't quite do it this time. We've got some battles going on around the track here. Christopher Perryman does get by Brandon Leonard. Put Brandon back to the 8th position. Back in 9th now, Timothy Lewis. Wow, where did he come from? Kevin O'Brien in the top 10. Jared Akey following clear back to the 11th spot. And see what happened. He must have maybe got a little bit loose or something. It looks like Kevin O'Brien coming down pit road, possibly making his last pit stop of the day. Can make it I think you can make it from here on this pit stop. So this could be his last pit stop of the day. Let's see if he does a 4-tire change here. And you know, I didn't think about it, but Kevin O'Brien actually running 5th in the points. Yeah, Kevin running 5th in the points, so this is a very good run for him. This race here is going to be very important for him in the points. 4-tire change, and he's away. So Kevin O'Brien running good. Sean Butler back out in the lead as the caution comes out. Didn't see the caution. I don't know why this thing is not going to it. I'm showing maybe Ed Hewitt here. Looks like Ed getting a little squirrely coming out of the turns. As he comes down the backstretch and into turn 3, let's see what happens here. Oh, he hits the outside wall. It looked like Tommy Lee hitting the outside wall too. Let's go back and watch Tommy Lee because it looked like something. Oh yeah, there we go. There's what happened right there. Teddy Wisniewski coming up under him. As Teddy comes up behind him, sticks nose in underneath Tommy, and drifts up the hill and hits Tommy and takes Tommy out. So Teddy overdriving the turn. And Sean Butler back out front here now and leading these guys around. So we've got a couple of lap down vehicles here. Kevin O'Brien and Chuck Scala that should get the wave by. Now these guys, I guess, have pitted. I probably missed their pit stops, but that's all right. I was focusing in on the accident there to see what exactly happened, so I missed their pit stop. So, all right, it's all good. Lights off on the pace car, and everybody going to start doubling back up here. Hopefully we'll see this go green the rest of the way. It would be really nice. Kevin Schofield going to be restarting second. Christopher Perryman third. Jeremy Patterson going to be restarting fourth. William Kirk fourth. Jeremy Patterson fifth. Brandon Leonard sixth. Timothy Lewis seventh. Jared Akey eighth. Tommy Lee in the ninth position. Kevin O'Brien 10th. Chuck Scala 11th. Teddy Wisniewski, I believe, has taken his car behind the wall. And Ed Hewitt rounding out the end of the field in the 13th spot at the moment. All right, as Sean brings them around here, Sean led 39 laps so far today. William Kirk close with a 21 lapper. Kevin Schofield leading 13. But Sean trying to get that bonus point for leading the most laps. As the pace car ducks off, Sean brings him down slow. Green, green, green. William Kirk trying to get a run on it. Inside of Kevin Schofield. Christopher Perryman right there. Brandon Leonard getting a nose in there also. So these guys all battling for position up here. From second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. These guys all battling hard. Jeremy Patterson into the mix. As these guys go side by side, door to door. Christopher Perryman having a run on that outside, but can't make it stick good enough. William Kirk gonna slide it up in front of him. Oh, Jeremy Patterson coming down across the nose of Tommy Lee. That kind of hurt Tommy Lee a little bit there. Let's go back and take a look at that real quick, because I wanted to see exactly what happened here. He comes right down, right onto the nose of Tommy Lee. All right, so these guys battling that hard up here. Wow. Jeremy Patterson maintaining that fifth position. Kevin Schofield working over the back bumper. Sean Butler here in that second position. William Kirk in third. Christopher Perryman fourth. And Jeremy Patterson, our top five. Tommy Lee now up to sixth as he does get by. Well, he was by Brandon, but Brandon's got a nose back up underneath him again. Coming to the line. Looks like Tommy Lee may have got it at the line. Well, these guys know that it's starting to come down to the closing laps here. We've got about 32 laps to go. And these guys, they know it's going to start getting in that direction where they're going to have to start planning their strategies to have a good finisher today. Everybody just kind of riding at the moment here as the front five running really good together. Back here, Tommy Lee and Brandon still battling it out hard. Probably the best battle on the track right now. Oh, and Brandon tapping Tommy Lee in that front corner. Tommy, boy, he's being beat the crap out there today. He's being a ping pong ball today. Timothy Lewis getting a run up under him, and Jared Akey coming right along with him. Tommy Lee powers it back out of the turn and maintains that position ahead of him. So Brandon Leonard in the sixth position. Jeremy Patterson still hanging on in fifth, trying to get a run on Christopher Perryman. I want to get up here on our leader because Kevin Schofield had a heck of a run right there on Sean. Those two go door to door down the track, and William Kirk hanging on there in the third spot, hoping he can get a run on and get by Sean Butler too. So all these guys racing hard up front here. Sean Butler and William Kirk battle it out, and those are our 2-point leaders right there. And as points are setting right now, it looks like Sean is going to be our new point leader, the way it's setting right now, but that could change. That very well could change. They got one heck of a good tight battle going on between them two. Only 1 point separating them coming into this race. Thomas Brandner in the third spot. But Thomas not racing today. Ed Hewitt was in the fourth spot. But Ed running back in the 13th spot now on pit road. Trying to get some damage fixed up, I assume. But these two right here, our points leaders, battling it out really hard. Christopher Perryman up here in the fourth spot. Jeremy Patterson working the back bumper of him over, trying to get a run, coming down the back or in the front stretch and going into turn one. Can't quite get a nose up under Christopher. Does have a pretty good bite, but I'm sure Christopher's going to get some good bite coming off of that turn on the high side. And he does manage to stay ahead of Jeremy, but not by much. Jeremy right there like a rattlesnake ready to strike. Boy, I'll tell you what, he's a consistent driver, and probably I would put him in the top 2 or 3 of consistent drivers that are running out there today. Definitely one that hits his marks every time. Christopher pretty good too. Sean Butler very good. Kevin Schofield has really showed a lot of muscle here lately and really powering around here with these guys. Now Sean Butler looking on the inside of Kevin Schofield to take that lead away from him. Sean Butler going to lead that lap. William Kirk looking on right there in third spot, waiting to strike. We're coming down, getting down close to it here, folks. Coming to 23 to go this time by. Oh, William trying to get a run on the inside of Kevin Schofield, but Kevin getting that little bit of draft off of Sean. Down that front stretch kind of left him up there in second, but William getting a heck of a run on this low line. Holy smokes. We're going to watch these two as they battle it out door to door, and Sean's loving this. He's going to start pulling away from these two if they keep battling like that, but William does clear Kevin and slides it up in front of him to take over the second spot. William Kirk going into second here on lap 105, 104. Jeremy Patterson does get by Christopher Perryman, so Jeremy Patterson moving into the fourth spot. Jeremy having a good day out here today. I don't think he can complain about this race. He's been a good race for him. Making that little contact there with Tommy Lee. I don't know if that got him an incident or not, but him and Tommy Lee may have both got an incident on that. Tommy Lee running back here in the 7th spot. Tommy was having a good day, but he's been like a ping pong ball this last half of the race. but it looks like they're all having a great time out there, and that's the most important thing. Have a great time and enjoy yourself. Timothy Lewis, man, with Timothy Lewis, I can't believe this guy running in the 8th spot, having a great day. Oh, I'm so proud of him. Running a new paint scheme, and it's a pretty cool looking paint scheme. I like it. Not running his usual Budweiser car today. Like it there, Timothy. Good looking. Jared Akey back here in the 9th position, 9 seconds behind our leaders, but still having a good run. I got a little bit of damage on that car. Looks like it might be doing a little bit of dog tracking, but nothing major. Kevin O'Brien, we haven't really talked too much about Kevin O'Brien today. Running back here in the 10th spot. He's having a good day. I'm sure Kevin's enjoying himself. He really hasn't had to do too many admin duties out there today. Him and Christopher Perryman are admins in the server, and I don't think they had to do a whole lot of admin duties today, so that's good. Kevin can finally go out there and enjoy himself and run a good race. Looks like he may be having a good time. He's 2 laps down, but running in the 10th spot, not bad. Let's get back up here to our leaders. Now Sean being challenged on the inside by William Kurt. William Kurt wanting this with 18 to go. Coming up on the lap car of Ed Hewitt. And William going to use that lap car to clear Sean Butler. Ed staying high and letting these leaders go low. They come down the front stretch side by side with Ed Hewitt. Ed going way up high and letting these leaders go. Probably a good thing. William Kurt back out in the lead, and this is where he wants to be. And now I don't know if we're going to see him relinquish that lead at all, because I don't know if he's going to want to get up there and try to stay in the lead for the remainder of the race. But he's going to be challenged hard, I'm telling you, because Sean Butler and Kevin Schofield are not going to let him rest easy on these last 17 laps. As Sean ducks to the inside and gets a run on William Kirk, and so does Kevin Schofield. So they're mixing it up in the front. I don't want to leave this front, guys, because this is getting exciting up here, because anybody could win this. These top 3 here battling so hard. Jeremy Patterson back there not being challenged. 1.9 seconds behind our leader. Christopher Perryman 3.8 seconds behind our leader. So he's definitely way back in the field in the 5th spot. William Kirk maintains that 2nd position. Coming around, 15 to go here, folks, at Homestead. It's been a long 125 lapper for these drivers, and I'm sure they're going to be pooped out, but I'm telling you what, this has been a great race for these guys. Just to kind of recap a little bit, we have had 5 cautions, but you know what? They've been just self-spins, a lot of them. We really haven't seen any major accidents where there's been cars flipping all over the track and cars getting together and tangled up, and a lot of incidents and stuff, so it's just been mainly self-spins. I think about 3 of them 5 cautions have been self-spins. Actually, I think 4 of them. Alright, so 14 laps to go, and we're going to count them down here. William getting a run on the inside of Sean, but Sean getting a heck of a bite on that high side. Kevin Schofield wanting to go with William Kirk as they get their nose under him, but can't hold it there. Oh, you can't hold it there. These guys racing so hard up in the front. This is on the edge of your seat racing right here, folks. You won't go anywhere and find racing like this. This is awesome racing. William does slide it up a little bit into Sean. I believe they did touch on that, but they separate out, and it looks like Sean's still going to lead that lap. He got one heck of a bite. All right, William going to have to cool his tires back off here. Ducks back in behind Sean. Him and Him and Kevin Schofield just going to kind of cool their tires off a little bit and might maybe try to make a quick run here with about 5 to go. We'll have to wait and see how this is going to come out. Let's go back here in the field a little bit. Brandon Leonard running in the 6th spot, and Tommy Lee right behind him in 7th. Trying to reel in Brandon maybe to pick up one more spot before the end of the race. Coming down to 10 to go, folks. Ed Hewitt back out on the track, but 17 laps down, running in the 12th spot. Been passed by a lot of cars, but still having a good day so far. Back up front here, I don't want to leave these guys. I'm not going to leave them for the rest of this race here. We got 10 to go, and these guys are really mixing it up. As William Kirk dives to the inside of Sean Butler, he knows it's time to make his move with 10 to go. He's going to have to get out in front of Sean. Not sure if Kevin Schofield was going to make it with him or not, but William Kirk leading that lap. Him and Sean Butler go door to door. Sean not giving up anything on that, but it looks like William's going to get that top spot as he slides it up in front. Oh, and Kevin Schofield tapping the back of Sean Butler and losing a little momentum on that, but Sean Butler never wavered, staying right on the back of William Kirk's car. We're going to see a 1-2-3 finish here, but we don't know what order it's going to be in, folks. 8 laps to go. This is getting exciting. This is going to be a close finish, but we're going to have to wait and see what order. Kevin Schofield now ducks down to the inside of Sean Butler. If he can make it stick there, oh boy, he's got a pretty good run coming off a 3, but can't manage to get by Sean this time. He wants to stay in his draft, but it's hard to make a pass if you're staying in the draft. This track pretty hard to make a pass on. You've seen here, these guys really got to get a good run. Now Sean getting a good run coming down the backstretch, going into turn 3. Does have a run on William Kirk, and Kevin Schofield trying to go with him. Boy, I'm telling you, these guys here, they are having a blast out here. Sean Butler led that lap. He's led 61 laps so far. And nobody can touch that. Nobody can top that. William Kirk has only led 26. Kevin Schofield's led 18. Jeremy Patterson's led 5. Ed Hewitt's led 3. And Jared Akey's led 6. But Kevin Schofield now challenging for the lead. Got a run on Sean Butler. Coming down the front stretch. Sean's still going to lead that lap. But Kevin Schofield now moves into the 2nd spot. He drives it in there hard, though. Drifts up the hill a little bit. He gets some good bite, ducks it to the inside of Sean once again as they come down the backstretch. Going into turn 3, Kevin's got a run on Sean again, but can he clear him? And he does clear him and slides it up in front of Sean to take over the top spot. It's a great job by Kevin Schofield, now our leader. With 4 laps to go here, folks, at Homestead. Now William Kirk looking on the inside of Sean Butler. Jeremy Patterson closing in on these guys because they're battling so hard. He wants to get up there and lead some laps. He wants to lead that last one. That's the one that counts, folks. That's for all the marbles. Sean Butler now on the inside of Kevin Schofield going into turn 1. He's got a nose under him. Kevin's going to have to go up a little bit high. 3 laps to go here at Homestead, folks. And man, I'm telling you what, this is going to be one heck of a finish. We've got a 4-car battle for the win here. Any one of these 4 could pull this off. They could wreck. You just never know what's going to happen. God, I hope they don't wreck. I want to see this finish on the green. Oh, man. Oh, man. Sean drifts up the hill a little bit and taps the side of Kevin Schofield. So Kevin going to maintain the top spot. Sean washing up the hill a lot. Wayne Kirk got a nose underneath him. And Jeremy trying to go with him. For a minute there, he was looking to the inside. Wayne Kirk going to have to settle back in a little bit. And Sean coming to the white flag here. Kevin Schofield out front and not looking back on these guys. White flag, folks. Here we go. Last lap. Can he do it? Can Kevin Schofield pull off the win here at Homestead? Sean Butler going to probably be our new points leader. And Kevin Schofield going to be right up there. Kevin Schofield bringing it around out of turn 4. Gonna be our winner here today at Homestead. Good job by Kevin. Wow, what a win. Great run, folks. Great run. That was amazing. Kevin Schofield winning here today. 125 laps at Homestead, pulling it off. What a battle these front 4 produced. Oh, that was amazing. Any one of them 4 could have won this, and you don't know till that last lap. But Kevin had just about a 2-car advantage on Sean Butler and wound up pulling that off. So great run by Kevin. Man, my hat's off to him. He put on one heck of a show here today. So here in a minute, we're going to get down trackside and get a word in with him as he does his burnout. All right, so everybody congratulates Kevin on his win. Let's get down here and see if we can get a word in with him.
Where's it going?
Kevin Schofield, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I do. How you doing?
I'm doing well, but you're doing a lot better. Great win, Kevin. Congratulations, buddy. That was one heck of a show. That was some of the best racing I've seen you guys produce yet. The top 4, they're battling so hard. But tell us a little bit about your racing out there today, would you please?
Yeah, sure thing. Had a great car. It was doing everything I wanted it to. On that last run, I decided, I was going to push, but at the same time, I was going to try to conserve my tires on the exit. So I think my tires may have been a little bit better at, the last five laps or so. With 10 laps to go, my heart's beating out of my chest. Some of the best racing I've ever seen on the service, in period, altogether, came from Sean and William. And Jeremy was trying to reel us in, but unfortunately he didn't get there to partake in the action. But it was a lot of fun, and, a lot of fun. That's all I really can say about it. And I just can't thank those guys enough for, racing clean. And there was one time at the end that, I tried to pinch Sean a little bit. We almost wrecked because we tapped doors coming out of 4, and I didn't really want to be that close, but I just was. I was trying to push as hard as I can at that point, but he held on to it. I held on to it, and it was really good racing and really hard to pass here. So when you try to pass, you don't realize how much speed you're losing, and it lets the people behind you really reel you in. So all in all, great race. I'm really happy to finally win one here, and it means a lot to me for sure.
All right, Kevin. Well, great job out there, and congratulations again, buddy. Yeah, that was definitely was some of the best racing that I have seen you guys run in a long time. Homestead always does seem to produce some really good racing, and I know it is hard to pass here, but it's all about the driver. And you know, you guys did so awesome. I'm so proud of all of you. Great race by everybody, but congratulations, Kevin, on your win. You want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
You know, same thing I say pretty much every week. I want to thank you guys for continuing to broadcast us nationwide. You know, not as big of a field as our truck series is, but you guys still put your best into the broadcast, and it makes it that much better. And I want to thank everybody that participates weekly and comes here to race and make it exciting. And it's really awesome to be able to race as hard as we do, as close as we do. And at least us up in the front, I don't know how things are going on in the back with the cautions, but I know us up in the front, you know, we were racing as hard as we could, but we knew, and you can really trust people that they weren't going to, hit you in the quarter panel and send you around or anything like that. So other than you guys and the people who participate, I can't really think of anything. So thanks again for putting this on. It means a lot.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, very, very much. Sean Butler, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Rudy.
Great racing out there today, Sean. Congratulations coming home second spot. Tell us a little bit about your racing out there today. It looked like a lot of fun. Great racing by all of you guys up front there. The top four put on one heck of a show here. I enjoyed it thoroughly in the booth. But tell us a little bit about your racing today.
It was definitely intense up at the front there, especially at the end. We're swapping it back and forth, and like Kevin said, we got into each other coming off forward there towards the end, but it was no big deal. Just a little grubbins racing, and got a little behind early when I got caught speeding again on pit road. I don't know how the heck hitting 46 for a split second right before I hit my pitch and speeding, but it all worked out. Got in the Ed a little bit on that restart. Really didn't mean to. I apologize to Ed about that, and just overall good racing by everybody from what I saw, and just thank you guys for putting this together.
All right, Sean. Well, great job out there today. Yeah, it was kind of nice to see the three of you battling there, and you guys were battling so hard. Jeremy was reeling you guys in, and I thought it was definitely going to be a four-car battle at the end, and any one of you four could have pulled that off. You raced each other very clean, and I'm proud of all of you for that. And great job by you coming home second spot. That's a heck of a comeback for having a speeding on pit road penalty. But great race today, and you want to give a shout out to anybody else or a thank you to anybody else?
Well, I want to thank William for telling me how to drive these cars to be competitive, especially in the long run. I could always do it on a short run, but he told me how to get these long runs done on these cars, and so just appreciate that.
All right. Well, congratulations again there, Sean. Good job out there racing today. William Kirk, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
He actually logged out of here. He's still on TeamSpeak, though.
Well, I'll drag him down to the booth with me then.
Buddy joined your channel.
Hey, William Kirk, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Great run out there today, William. That looked like a blast you guys were having up there in the front battle, and any one of the three of you could have won it, but you come out of it, in third spot. I'm pretty sure you're probably happy with that. It is going to probably bump Sean into the points lead. You had a 1-point advantage over him going into this race, but he led to most laps, and you both have led laps, so I'm sure he's going to be ahead of you by a couple of points. But great run today, and tell us a little bit about your racing today, William.
Well, I hate this track with a passion, but I
I knew that I had to come out here and give it my best with Sean being a point back, and I knew that as long as I just kept him behind me, then I could do good. I didn't want to go up there and win or top 5. Just as long as I could be in front of Sean. Well, I mean, I did that half the race, but the other half, unfortunately, he led the most laps and then finished ahead of me. So, yeah, it wasn't the best points day for me, but good job to him and Kevin. Him and Kevin were just a little faster. I mean, I was good on that middle of the run type run, I guess. I don't know how to word that, but on the really long runs and the really short runs, they were better than me. So they were just a little bit faster, and as hard as they were racing, I'd be able to poke the lead in there every now and then, but then they just blow right back by. So I knew really my only chance for winning it would have been if they would have got together, and so I just kind of with 5 to go let them go at it, and then they started to pull away from me, and it just didn't go the way we wanted. But I mean, it was a good finish, I guess. Way better than I thought I'd finish. Not liking this track one bit.
Well, you guys put on a heck of a show. I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but I'm telling you what, that was some of the best racing I've seen you guys produce yet this season, and it was just awesome. I mean, I was right on the edge of my seat watching the end of this, and because any one of you guys could have won it. And you guys battling so hard, and again, like I said, Jeremy Patterson closing up on you, you guys, and wanting to get into the mix of that battle. It could have been a 4-car battle at the end, and as it wound up, it just wound up to be the 3 of you, with Jeremy kind of sitting there waiting to see if there was going to be a wreck and maybe pull a win out. You know about that, William. You got a win here a couple weeks ago by the field wrecking out, and you just slipped through and grabbed the win. So great job out here today, William. Congratulations on your 3rd spot. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thank you?
Well, I want to thank Kevin and Sean for racing clean. That was definitely fun, and I want to give a shout out to Sean for. I keep telling this guy my tricks, and then he uses them, and then he finishes ahead of me every time I do it. Yeah. He was faster than me at Kansas whenever I told him the line, and now he's kicking my butt with these B cars after I told him the secret. So I need to stop giving him hints. But
have you learned anything there?
Yeah, I mean, I need to stop helping my teammate is what I've learned. But I don't know. He helps me so much. So I mean, I feel like I kind of owe it to him. So it's not a big deal, but. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and thanks for you guys for putting this on.
All right, well, thank you very much, William. Good job out there today, buddy. All right, well, we're gonna give a rundown here. Let's see where everybody finished. Kevin Schofield, of course, our winner here today, and big congratulations to him. Sean Butler coming home 2nd, William Kirk 3rd, Jeremy Patterson, good finish by Jeremy in 4th. Tommy Lee sliding into 5th there, getting past Christopher Perryman and Brandon Leonard for the 5th spot. So great job by Tommy coming back toward the end there. Christopher Perryman finishing 6th, Brandon Leonard 7th, Timothy Lewis, good run by Timothy in the 8th position. Jared Akey 9th, Kevin O'Brien, glad to see Kevin in that top 10. Chuck Scala 11th, Ed Hewitt 12th, Teddy Wisniewski in the 13th, and rounding out the field, Shane Halter finishing in the 14th spot. First one that was out of the race. Finished race 72 laps down, so not exactly sure what all happened there, but I'm sure we'll hear about it later on. But good job out here today. I wanted to thank all these guys for running very clean, and great race. A battle up front that just ensued for, oh my gosh, but about the last 35 laps, these guys battled so hard up front, and thank them for that. You can check us out here at MaximumSpeedRacing.com/site. You can also get all of our viewing and schedule and everything at MaxSpeedTV.com. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV, and leave some comments. There's we see pictures, we put the videos up there, all kinds of stuff that goes on there, the winter photos and everything. Also on the website, they're there also. And until then, we will see you next week. Next week we will be at Daytona for 80 laps next week. So hope to see you there. And until then, check us out. Check us out on all of our Facebook and everything. See you next week.